and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Nikki. Today I have a cleaning video. Usually I have something to do with food, whether it's what's for dinners, grocery hauls, or I'm sharing recipes. But I've just been throwing in a few cleaning videos here and there just to see how it goes. So if you like this, make sure you let me know so I can do more like this. But today it's going to be pet edition, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to share with you some tips on how to keep your house from smelling like your animals. I have a 11-year-old miniature chihuahua and an 8-month-old bloodhound puppy. So my house has smelled like dog before, so I found some things that really work. So I figured I would share it with you all because no one wants to be embarrassed by dog smell when someone comes over. So I'm going to share these tips with y'all. I hope y'all like this. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. These two things right here I feel like are a must-have if you have animals in the house, especially if you have animals that are part-time outside and part-time inside, because you know those animals stink more than a dog that just stays in the house all the time. But anyways, when we had our bloodhound in the house, he was strictly inside when he was a puppy. He only went outside to potty. And when we got him, it was raining like non-stop. So he was always getting wet when we had to take him outside. And you know, wet dog smell. Yeah. So this is what I use to keep down the dog smell. I use these Glade plug-ins in the Radiant Berry scent. And I always try to put it close to the door. That way, this is what you smelled when you walked in instead of wet dog. So if you have that option, try to do it close to the door. And then these Frebreeze Unstopables wax melts. I put this where we kept his cage in the living room because we didn't really have anywhere else to put it. So I burnt this right beside his cage. That way you smell this instead of wet dog. But this definitely knocked out the dog smell, because if this wasn't burning, I could smell wet dog and it drove me crazy. So these will be your friend. And a couple of other things I want to mention that you won't see me doing in this video because they no longer apply to me. I don't have to do them anymore. But toys, wash your toys, your dog toys regularly. That's a hard word to say. But I recommend once a week, maybe more. Let's see, what else? I had two different things. Oh, if you let your animals sleep in the bed with you, wash your sheets at least once a week or more. We don't let our dog sleep in the bed with us, so we don't have to worry about that one. And then the toys, our Chihuahua, in his old age, he just sleeps all the time. He doesn't really want to play with toys. And then the bloodhound, he is outside now, so all his toys are outside. And that was bittersweet for me. I was glad he was going outside because bloodhounds are not inside dogs. They're just not. They slobber everywhere. When they drink, their ears get in their water, and then they get water everywhere. But I was sad to leave him outside, but he's happy outside. So, and my house doesn't stink anymore. So, yeah, it was bittersweet for me. I was very sad but happy all at the same time. But anyways, those are my few tips, and then you're going to see throughout the video, I'm going to give you some more tips. And these really work for me. This is what I do weekly or however often I need to do it. And I hope y'all enjoy this, and I hope you stay tuned, and give me a big thumbs up if you like this. Comment down below if you have animals. Tell me something about your animals that, I don't know, just tell me something. I'd like to hear from you all. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get right on into this.
I'm going to be using this carpet deodorizer in the lavender and peach blossom scent, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on the couch, and then I'm going to take a brush and rub it in just to make sure I get it in all the cracks and crevices of the couch. And then while I do everything else, I'm just going to let that set, and then once I'm done with everything, I will come back and vacuum. Now I'm going to take out his blankets and his bed and everything and just wash them. And he is not a morning person. This was early in the morning when I was doing this, and he was trying his best to get back in there. If you don't want your furniture to start smelling like dog, you could put an old sheet over your furniture and then let the dogs get on that. That's what I used to do when we was letting the bloodhound in, and I would just wash that sheet about every other day. Now I'm just going to vacuum out his box. After I vacuumed his box out, I'm just going to use the Method All-Purpose Cleaner, and I'm just going to spray it in there and then wipe out the box. I like to wash his food and water bowl at least once a week. He has to eat soft canned food, so his food bowl gets pretty nasty really quick. But I am just using the Mrs. Meyers dish detergent in the Bluebell scent, and now I'm just going to let that soak for a few minutes. Another little tip is to change their water often, because water can set and get slimy and get bacteria growing in it, and that is not good for your animals. So even if they don't drink all of their water, it's a good idea to just dump it out and clean their bowl out and give them fresh water. This is where his bowls go, and I'm just going to use the Method All-Purpose Cleaner and clean the floor before I set his bowls back down. Now that the couch has been setting for a while, I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum that up. And you want to be sure that you get it all vacuumed up, because you don't want your dog to accidentally get it in its mouth or something. So you want to be very careful and make sure that you get everything vacuumed up. On days that I don't vacuum the couch, I like to use a lint roller and just go over the couch to pick up any loose hair. And I also vacuum every single day, or at least try to. I either vacuum or sweep, one of the other, but this just picks up any loose dog hair, and dog hair and dog dander can make your house smell bad, so it's a good idea just to make sure you're vacuuming that stuff up. To bathe him, I'm using this Extra Soothing Oatmeal Essential Shampoo and Mane and Tail Conditioner. The Mane and Tail Conditioner just helps with his skin because he does have eczema. It is recommended to give Chihuahuas a bath every 2 weeks, but sometimes he starts stinking and I give him a bath once a week. But this is something that you would want to ask your vet about. That way you don't overbathe your animals and give them skin problems. But anyways, he gets a bath usually once a week. Now I'm just going to put his bed and blanket back in his box, and that's going to bring this video to an end. I hope y'all liked it, and I hope this can help you all out. So I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye!